breaking news coverage. This is WOWT 6 News 10 at 10.
The video alarming, and yes, kids were on that school bus. The good news tonight, no one seriously injured. Thanks for joining us this Friday night. I'm Jessica Gill.
And I'm Matthew Smith. Now tonight, developing details on that accident. The driver, we're told, took his sight off the road for an instant and then tipped his bus into a ditch. Our Chase Moffitt has more on how those kids are doing and what happens next.
The scene no parent of any school-aged child would want to see, a bus loaded with children overturned on its side. It happened this afternoon in rural Pottawatomie County. A father of a kindergartner on the bus spoke with WOWT 6 News over the phone. Jamison Chambers knew something was wrong when things didn't add up.
Scared, I guess, but originally didn't think it was his bus because I didn't think they went that way. Mostly found out through a neighbor and my wife, I guess, knew that Ethan wasn't home yet.
In fact, according to the sheriff's office, roughly 20 elementary-age children were on board, parents driving away from the scene with their children in tow. One student did suffer a minor wrist injury, the bus driver with bumps and bruises.
Just the construction of the buses, the roof bows are built very strong, so if there is a tip over, the bus will not crush in on the kids.
Dave Danker, transportation director with Trainer Community Schools, says his driver has around 15 years of experience.
Well, obviously he just came around a corner, so he couldn't have been going 5 or 10 miles an hour.
But investigators say the driver allegedly took his eyes off the road for an instant when the bus was headed for the ditch, barely getting it stopped on the slope.
Well, the driver was evidently probably looking at his rearview mirror. You know, a student might have screamed, or it's hard to tell what that distracted him. And the soft shoulder, the road ditch is fairly steep here, and once the front wheel hit, it just caught and drug it right over on its side.
A large response to help. Everyone gets to go home tonight.
I know his teacher went out and she found out right away, so people wanted to get out and help.
Now at this point, investigators say the bus driver was taken to the hospital via private ambulance to get the once over there, but also to be given a mandatory drug test. His driver says as you heard from Danker, he says that his drivers all undergo random drug testing. Obviously, after an accident, they have to get a drug and alcohol test. Danker with Trainer School Transportation says an internal investigation is also underway. Reporting live with photographer Kyle Beneke, Chase Moffitt, WOWT 6 News.
Again, no one was seriously injured. In fact, once the children were said to be okay, many families made the trip to Des Moines. The Trainer High School basketball team was actually playing in the Iowa State Championship games tonight. We'll have highlights from Jeff a little later on in sports.